and we are seeing tadpoles. Now they decided that they're not moving. So that's tadpoles, just like a little girl. And yeah, it's you will never imagine this to be an ocean to these type of bestial because of this titanium could step in and destroy the tadpoles. So I guess in that type of school, those type of that trench next to the grandma, especially when it floods. Now, if I put the slippers in there and that type of kuto, then it could say this part of this type of stilo is very titanium, and the kuto in Guyana is not titanium at all. So once we're getting it, then we are sensing that the titanium is in this part of this the pen, and this part here seems we're getting it this way again, and this part we're getting it again. So we're not getting it in this part here. So this kind of ceased, and these will die. And when it dies, it's catastrophic. Not it's these ant wait for it. Why? I'm in kind of a nature that says it should not be happening here, and takes care of it as meals, I suppose. And when it decides to start again, will not be something that I set up. It's always something that she kind of scatters that way because she's just quite crotchety that way. But I guess these are the best interventions based on the accusations of a boozo. So it would say I probably would not be able to do it again. Why that part is being evaporated. If it evaporated, I was not able to get it out. It was in fonts in that air. And the P is protected with it based on, I don't know, this type of tear right there. So it stays that way and gets evaporated so that this titanium goes. It goes dark, it stays on the glass. Once it stays on the glass overheats the head of the mom, becomes almost strokey with this part intact. So nature is quite bizarre. Why the ATP of that type of descendant line, they were intact. It was intact, like this part will say. It was intact because of this type of penetration with the mom. So it penetrates with the mom, and I suppose what my solution was fan. And when it's fan, you have to find what is the bark of the fan, and the bark. It becomes criminal act. So the girl will probably stop there. This type of thing there. So this type of thing would say, I think a race of pup that we were probably after. We finally found them, and those studies were very long and operative. Throws the mom out, and understanding this part is quite injustice with the immigrants, with immigration, and the biggest lawyers that could have accused stars of killing stars. And the discrepancy could be the next stage of the lady's life, which is something of a blue, suspecting to be, and a very dangerous. So it would lead you to hate these type of Negroes of the things that they have committed crimes to do and constantly seeking has to cease. So it had to cease. So that part can contradict based on blah, something of a titanium's future, destruction of, and then it puts barks back protection. So if the earth has it, then it's a this based on you cannot, this illegal act is so bad that you have to be prosecuted for transgendering or falsifying or pretentious ways. She just comes to purchase, and sometimes purchase is work based on I have to get this to eat or my ice cream here, and oftentimes it's a way of life of that of the America, and you have to decide whether you like it or not. If you do, then you don't have a choice. You do. You decided you like it by the prosecution of a chosen of a prophecy. So it has to be able to be attacked, not. I don't know, Alexander the Great decided to die and not clear himself. So it demands clearance when these people are died. Like, where is that person going to be married? How many people are at the funeral? Where? It depends on this part of the titanium and possibly that part. So it could be studied in great institutions, but you have to find the institutions. Now, if I'm getting this, I guess the girl will be buried in something of a this matter. Is this here she will be buried in? And it's not in the United States. That's all I can say. And may God bless you guys with the hatred you have to accumulate after this part. And that's it.